Alright, we have Leafeon, oof, Torkoal, Chi-Yu, Oranguru, Fluttermane, and Garganacl. This looks like a very deadly team indeed. I do not like seeing Leafeon at all, but it does seem like we do need to bring some weather control up in here, which is not ideal. I don't like the idea if I had to play this weather war, but we got no choice. Looking at this, I don't like Dreadnought. I mean, sure, I can Terra Grass, but Terra Grass also exposes me to Torkoal and Chi-Yu, right? So that's the problem. I don't like Golden Go as much. Torkoal and Chi-Yu feel, and if I don't get in a good spot, then I can really lose out. I like Furgraph, kind of. Yeah, this feels weird. I just don't have, like, great Pokemon as a whole. I could do this, where I leading Garganacl is interesting. Furgraph's ability is not going to help me out at all, right? That's not the thing I'm needing it for. It's literally... If that's the case, if Furgraph's ability doesn't help me out in the slightest, or Ally Switch, yeah, it's not going to help me out. Too many spread moves. I think what I can do is I can lead Dreadnought and Chien-Pao. And then from there, say, Pelipper and Garganacl. We'll go with that. And Garganacl Terra Water actually helps out. It is a nice little Sun team up in here, yeah. It is. They got some nastiness going on. And I also have to be mindful that Sun is also going to help out their own Fluttermane too, so it's one of the tough things about it. Alright, so we are going to get Torkoal and Fluttermane pretty early on versus Dreadnought and Chien-Pao. Now, pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure my opponent's going to predict I'm going to switch out, right? And that's speed, right? It is speed. Okay, yeah. Then, naturally, I'm just going to switch out. I know it's predictable, but I need to go fire it off. I'm going to go off with a Rock Slide, actually. Because if we look at what my opponent can switch into, it would be Chi-Yu, it would be Oranguru, it could be Garganacl, and it can be Leafeon, right? So, kind of want to hit everything. So I'm going to switch out. And this is so predictable. It is 100% predictable. It is the safest play I could ever think of. But you know what? We're going to go for it anyways. Torkoal protects, which isn't bad, but... Alright, we get the Rock Slide off. Does decent damage. And Dazzling Gleam. Ah, come on with the crit on Torkoal, on Dreadnought. That's not fun. Alright, we're going to fire off a Liquidation into the Fluttermane. And we're going to switch Pelipper right back out to Chien-Pao. Because I don't want to lose the Weather War that quickly. Yeah, and Pelipper just taking that much damage early on hurts. Alright, defense is going down for everyone. Torkoal switches out. Yeah, I predicted that. I'm not a fool. And Leafeon comes out. Okay. And we get a knockout Fluttermane. That's nice. Alright. And Chi-Yu comes out. Okay. Alright. Now, here's what we need to ask ourselves. This is the big question we got to ask ourselves. What is the opponent going to try to do to mitigate things, right? Are they going to protect Chi-Yu? Are they going to protect Leafeon? Are they going to switch Leafeon Chi-Yu or Leafeon into Torkoal? And we got to figure out that part of it. Now, I don't think Dreadnought is needed to win the rest of the game. So I'm down to hit this Rock Slide, and I would actually like to protect for now. Alright, so Chi-Yu is going to switch out for Torkoal. Question is, what is Leafeon? Who's it going to target? Yeah, okay. I figured it not worth trying to switch in Pelipper and lose the Weather War immediately, right? So, cool. And we saw the Life Orb. That's helpful to know. We can now bring in our own Pelipper. And here's how I'm going to play this. I'm going to have Pelipper use Hurricane on the Torkoal slot. And I'm going to have Chien-Pao use Ice Spinner on Leafeon. Okay, there's a Terra. Would it be Terra Fire? Terra Fairy. Okay. Still a stab move, so it does decent damage. And we get the Confusion on top of that too, so I'll take that. Alright, now if Torkoal goes for something like Heat Wave, or I think even Eruption at this level will KO. Oh, that Confusion! Yeah, Terrifier. Yeah, there's definitely a pun there, but yeah, it might take a little bit to find it. But that is huge, the Confusion. Okay, so we get to target, here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to target Leafeon with Hurricane, and then I'm going to Sacred Sword the Torkoal slot. Protect, right? Okay. Alright, we're able to knock out Leafeon. Things are looking great for us. We got weather control. Now the question is, can I beat... Oh man, this is a tough one though. It's not over though. It's not over. Because Chi-Yu, I think, outspeeds Chien-Pao. If not, then I think we're going to be in a good spot. I don't think Torkoal is going to be that big of a threat. So I do actually want to target Chi-Yu with this Hurricane. And I want to protect for now. I don't want to lose against something that I was not anticipating. Okay, so he uses Dark Pulse. Crit on top of that, but... I don't think that's a big deal right now. And we get Eruption. Okay. Yeah, looking at this, none of my Terras are going to make a difference. I could Wide Guard. And I feel like Salt Cure is going to be our best bet. And then I'm down to Sacred Sword Chi-Yu. Yeah. Wide Guard would have been disastrous. I think Torkoal knows Earth Power, right? Yeah. Alright, that does decent damage. But I move first. Alright, we noticed that, right? So we can use this to our advantage and let Chi-Yu slowly but surely lose this HP. That's going to be huge. And, in fact, we can actually use the Water Terra to be just neutral. So we'll play it that way. Alright, just let the opponent kind of... Let's just let it seep in a little bit. Dark Pulse, though, is a little bit scary because it does have that flinch chance. Something we want to avoid. Rain's over, but Fire-type attacks at this point make no difference. They're not going to go for it. Okay. It's not going to be enough for a KO at this immediate moment, but we can at least recover. Okay. Woo! It's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to take a little bit out of us to get here. And luckily we didn't have Ghost Terra. Because Ghost Terra, this matchup with Ghost Terra, not great. We got the recover off. That's huge. No flinches. Okay. And no special defense drop either. Okay. I think I get it pretty quick. Alright, very soon. Either this turn or the next turn. Alright, there's that Dark Pulse again. And we got Earth Power one more time, yeah. Luckily, too, Earth Power is not super effective anymore, which is helpful. Okay. Come on, Garganacl. Ah, dang it. I just needed one more tick. Alright, we have to hit this recover. Please, no flinches. No flinch! Ladies and gentlemen, I think that's it. Perfect. Woo! No flinch. We were definitely in a tough spot there, but man, getting that Salt Cure and knocking out Chi-Yu that way was so big. Oh my goodness. Alright. Yeah, and then we can just fire off a Salt Cure. Okay, I think we just win in this turn. Yeah, I know. That was... Garganacl is the one that pulls through the win, man. Let me tell you. And I think preserving that... two things. One, saying, like, look, Heat Wave, it's not coming out. I don't want to use Wide Guard. And two, just saying, like, let's preserve our Terra to literally this very end. That made a huge difference. I was not a big fan of how much we had to play Weather War, but I think identifying that Dreadnought did its job knocking out Fluttermane, and we can knock out the rest with Garganacl. Let's go, Garganacl! Oh my goodness. Daxman, this is a Daxman Garganacl. That's the specific name for it, because we caught up doing the Daxman stream. Woo! That was a good one. Thank you, Apollo. I appreciate that. That was a good battle. Whew, there are a lot of different moving parts.